Yeah, right.
Uh,
I'd, I wish I could say that I was able to prep as much this week as I was last week.
I threw this together. I threw this prep together while I was at my 9 to 5 work.
Yeah, no, I literally threw
Today.
this prep together 30 minutes ago.
I want you to
work,
understand.
I
I'm
work in
known for
sales,
fast building.
so
Oh, you
like,
work in sales. Oh, that's
so
not fun.
I'm full commission.
Yeah.
So like, if I'm not working, I'm not making money. So I work 55, 70-hour weeks, and this was a 70-hour week. And but I'm confident that it's gonna be a good match.
This is gonna be a fun match for sure. I mean, the
It's gonna be
matchup
very
was
fun.
fun. This looks like, you know what? This is what I'm saying when I like. I'm gonna let everybody know. This is the sets you see that I bring this week are like your baseline shenanigans you can expect. This is gonna be something this was like something I threw together in like 5 to 10 minutes while in the middle of my web development job. And I was like, you know what? Unfortunately, I can't prep with chat today because like I just don't have the time. But like going forward, I'm going to be prepping with chat live before.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not thinking about Pokemon, the match,
dude, if you're
while
not breathing,
doing
you're not breathing, sleeping, and eating, and just consuming Pokemon content, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like everybody who preps was like thinking it during class or like work or whatever it is you're doing.
Yeah. Well, this should be fun. I'm ready whenever to get this match started because like
I'm throwing on the logos or your logo because you didn't play last week. So 1 second.
Yeah. Bro, unfortunate. I was looking for the back-to-back.
Dude, it's gonna be awesome.
So much fun.
Bro, you're gonna have to invite me because I don't see your info and coach's info, so I have no idea what your showdown name is.
Yeah. I'll be sending you.
It's
It's
a long one. It's a classic.
It's
okay.
a classic. It's a classic, but it's a long one.
All
right. So I will send you the challenge as soon as Grayson gives me the go-ahead.
Yep.
Okay,
Let me just get these things level.
Yeah, as soon as this match is over, I'm grabbing my bag and I'm shooting out as well.
Dude, I gotta run. I've got a dinner in the city, and I'm like, bro.
Alright, you guys are good to challenge.
Dude, I'm already 2 minutes late to the dinner, technically.
Oh god. Well, you guys are good to challenge. Wait for us to get in there. We'll give you the go-ahead just like old times, and we'll be good to go.
Dude, I was sad to see Ult's not stream his game. I was like, sad this man's not streaming.
I'm scared.
I wanted to see his stream. Bro, you got this.
I know. It's like the Gen 3 matchup. I'm very excited for it.
It's the Gen 3 matchup, and I love his draft.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Hold on, let me pull up Showdown.
Yep.
I have Showdown open. I'm just. What format again?
Custom, just custom game.
Custom. Okay.
We will try to do our best to remind you when a Pokemon is asleep, so you don't disqualify yourself. But just keep that in mind.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, challenge. Let me find custom. It'll take me a second to find custom.
It should be under Gen 8.
Yep, found it. There we go. Let me just pull it up for chat so that I can check and see it. Alright, I've sent you the challenge. I'm gonna just... Okay, I sent you the challenge.
Okay, let me know when you're in there.
We're in.
Okay, 1 second. Raji, Baji, the king of Baji. There you are.
Hold on.
Oh, shit, let me turn timer on.
Just search up Chronic. You should be able to.
Yeah.
Just join him.
Is it DOS Chronic?
No, it's Chronic, but the O is an X.
Word.
Okay, chat.
Are you guys in no spectator mode by chance?
No,
Yeah, because I can't find it either.
We should.
Even though I'm searching Chronic.
Hold on, I can send you an invite. Squirrel, what's your thing?
Knighted Squirrel. There it is.
And Kraken?
That's fine, Kraken.
Let me get the chat in here. Boom. You guys can now see chat. Cool.
Bop.
Yep.
That should be it. I'm just pulling it up.
Yep.
On my
We're both in
screen.
here, it seems like. Yep.
Open chat. You won't be able to see in-game shutdown chat, but that's fine. Whatever.
Alright,
okay. I'm gonna def, and you guys can get going.
Yep, we'll give you the all clear. Just go ahead and deafen.
Good luck.
Yeah,
and
good luck.
on the other side.
All right, bye guys. Okay, they're both deafened. All right, I'm viewing from none other than Chronic side, and it looks like he brought the Entei, the Lando, the Latias. The dogs are fighting. The Azu, the Bulu, and the Hoopa Unbound. And across the way we have Greninja, Scully, Victory Belt, nope, just kidding, Victini, Tapu Lele, Shaman, and Mewtwo. A lot of power on both sides per usual. I love the combination of Lando T and Entei. Frog definitely brought some heavy hitters as well. With Greninja.
I was very excited to see what Frog brought because I had no clue what he'd bring, but I'm happy he brought the best, good little Shaman, it looks like.
Right. Yeah, should be a super fun battle. And I'm gonna give them the go ahead.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Last night, me and Bump kind of narrowed down. We thought this matchup would be a battle of Hoopa versus Mewtwo, and I can't wait to see if that's what happens.
Yeah, should be good. I've told him to fight. The chat, I like that we can see the chat now. It's a good touch. Thank you, Ash.
All I got going through my head right now is the Azu Bulu thing. It kind of like,
yeah,
I don't know, it rolls off the tongue very well.
Azu Bulu. Do. I love the little dinosaur, man. It's so good.
The little dinosaur?
Yeah, Chronic's avatar.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I need to pick an avatar. I don't really know how to do that, but
I reverted back to Skyla.
Well, it's kind of funny that like a lot of people, I guess, figured it out on their own. I've never ever changed it. So we get a Tapu Lele here.
Tapu Lele into Lando. Menace to Society. A lot of people run Spadef Lando for sure. And if that's the case, a U-turn's gonna hurt this Lele for sure.
Yeah, it's usually a good rock setter, good at special defense.
This Pokemon does not get Ice Beam too, which is good for Chronic. Obviously, Lele is a whole ass Pokemon herself. She's gonna have stuff boosted in the Psychic terrain. You don't necessarily want to go out to your Hoopa because Moonblast could be a thing. Same thing with Latias. Moonblast.
He'd probably be okay, right?
Hoopa's very frail, and
well, we thought that last night too. But Hoopa Unbound has a 140 special defense.
Really? Maybe his HP stat is what sucks.
Yes, it's something like that. Honestly, we had this like weird discussion last night where like me and Bump were like, yeah, he's really frail, and then we were like, I guess he's not. I don't know. It was really weird.
He's only frail physically, but still, you don't want to switch him in. He's slow as like bollocks, so you don't want him also switching in and taking a hit and getting 2-hit KO maybe.
It's also like this is with all the Tapus coming around. I wonder if people have looked up like what the terrains do. It seems like something that we always kind of look over at times, and maybe some of the new players don't realize some of the terrains.
Right. So this is gonna boost the psychic type attacks for Frog's team. Obviously, Mewtwo benefits from that greatly, as does Victini. And then it also stops priority moves. So Sucker Punch is nulled. E-Speed, Aqua Jet. Azu's not gonna be able to Aqua Jet. If Bulu had Grassy Glide, well, actually that one's weird. We're not going to talk about that because he doesn't even have it. Entei can't E-Speed. That's probably what makes Psychic terrain so good. It's just a good terrain, and that is not bulky Landorus. Oh,
no, it's not.
The Toxic Miss. That might be Specs Lele.
Yeah,
we don't know.
I think so.
The Toxic Missing, you do hate to see it. You're rooting for
good
Kismet.
Play by Frog
Nice.
There. Because Frog knew that like whatever he switched into or whatever he got here was going to take a big hit.
Yeah, the big Moonblast. And there's the Bulu taking away the terrain. That is not AV Bulu either. Definitely a hard, caught between a rock and a hard place here, because you don't really have a switch for this. It's very fast. It's hitting very hard. I suspect Specs. I mean, Entei could be a good switch because fire resists, but it depends on how the Entei is built still. Lele is just this monster, especially a lead Lele. Very hard to hit.
Yeah, it's a classic Tapu situation. It seems like all the Tapus that see play have a very like snowbally potential. And
yeah, for sure. I don't mind the Entei switch though, because the only The only switch Frog has for it is Greninja, and if it's a physical Greninja, it could get burned. That would not be good. Sacred Fire with its 50% chance. He does let the Bulu go down pretty early on. And there's Ali Hoopa.
Yeah. I like this switch in, honestly, just because if he's locked into something he knows he's just going to take really easily, I don't. Then he can just load up.
It's kind of just Hyperspace Fury coming to a theater near you, it looks like.
Yeah, something's going to take it.
And taking away the terrain, at least momentarily, is nice.
He needs to be careful, though, because, he doesn't need to let Hoopa Unbound go down, because it is his only really check to Mewtwo in this game.
Yeah. This thing is this game has started off hot. Like,
I mean, Frog has somewhere to go. They both have somewhere to go, and Frog wants to eat. So I think he's just
Frog's like,
trying to take everybody down.
I'm just gonna moonblast until the cows come home. But Chronic had an advantage last week, and we saw him go down the gunk shot. Ooh. That did a lot of damage. However, Speed Boost Scully, especially if he's locked in with Choice Band, not a good look. Not a good look at all. Mega Horn could also probably kill this thing from here, just outright. Scully's going to be healing from grassy terrain. Another really good spot for Frog to be in.
Yeah, because even if he switch out here, he's going to gain a speed boost.
Yeah, I mean, that's given...
If it is speed boost.
He might be Swarm or Poison Point, but why the fuck would you run that?
Maybe.
Right? Okay, so we do see the switch. We're going to lower the attack. There's the SD.
I mean, I respect the Intimidate switch, but, man, this is bad. Oh, he survived.
He does live. The Earthquake is going to be weakened in the terrain, unfortunately. You would have liked to see a Stone Edge if the Entei was carrying it. I suspect that play says it's not.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, he has to... I don't know exactly how you go about it. Maybe you switch into Entei, maybe, or...
I like Entei, but this thing does get Earthquake.
Yeah, so maybe you just, like... What I'm thinking is that maybe he chips it down so he can get it in Aqua Jet range from like an Azumarill maybe or something.
Yeah, the terrain interaction, it's hard for new players. Grassy terrain does weaken Earthquake's power by 50%.
Yeah.
So here's Bonker, here's the boy. If we see an Earthquake here, this could be hard. Very hard for
yeah, because he's not outspeeding it at this point, so
unless it's even Scarfed, I don't know. It's 2.5 times speed. Yeah, even Barraskewda's not outspeeding in the rain at this point.
This thing is as awesome as Sacred Chewing.
Yeah, Scolipede.
It's going as fast as it can.
The villain of the PML, Scolipede himself. We do see the Tapu switch on an E-speed. Oh, man, if he's banded, that is bad. That is bad if he is banded. I think at that point, Chronic might have just had to click Sacred Fire and said, if you kill me, you kill me. But the switch out is nice.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he just goes back to...
There's Azu. Azu, ooh.
Yeah, I was thinking Hoopa, honestly, but...
Well,
but
I suspect this thing is locked in. So Hoopa can come in here. It honestly could have come in last turn as well if it is locked in. And I think Hyperspace Fury is just what you click here. You're down.
You can't.
You're down big. Lele is hurting. Hyperspace Fury. Is that sashed? It is not sashed.
Okay, so he gets a kill.
He does get a kill. He avoids the 6-0. Always a good.
Psychic Terrain will go off.
Psychic Terrain is about to end.
So
now Hoopa Unbound is still a threat to this man's team.
Right, exactly. I 100% agree. I think the rest of the game needs to revolve around this Pokemon, maybe.
I mean, yeah, Chronic has lost 3 Pokemon, but the 3 Pokemon he has retained are still very good. Entei is really good. Latias is very good. Morty, the Hoopa Unbound,
Morty.
very good. A bit of a Greninja problem right now. It's going to depend on coverage, of course. But Greninja sitting in the back is looking scary. And that Tapu Lele that's just eluded Chronic all game long is it's tough. We have not had a 6-0 this season. So
not.
And I'm a
But
fan.
that's
I'm a fan of that.
That's a good
you know?
thing.
Yeah, I don't.
You know, yeah.
I mean, sweeps are cool.
I'm here for the good games though.
Yeah, the long drawn out battles where you're
I'm here for
picking their
some
brains is fun.
some gritting of the teeth, some hair pulling, just everybody going to the last like inch here.
I'm gonna be real.
yeah,
I don't know what Shaman landform does. I just know it's a cute hedgehog.
Honestly, I asked the same question last night going over Frog's team. I love the Pokemon because it's cute, but I don't really know what it does. I assume
It's got natural cure.
learns. Yeah, I'm sure it's got like some supportive things. You know, it probably got.
It's kind of fast. It's got Weavile speed tier. No, not Weavile speed tier. Weavile hits 383.
Let's see here. This game's so obviously it's got 100 in all the stats. I mean, it's got Seed Flare, Earth Power. You know, it's got Synthesis. It's got Psychic. It's got Healing Wish. It's got a lot of things going on for it here. Leech Seed. It's got a lot going for it, and
Right,
you know, it is
Claus.
a.
Yeah, you know, Frog is really having to think this through. Because when you look at what's left, okay, this Pokemon
Okay.
can do it all though. What's about to happen?
Bring out the mascot.
Oh man, does this thing get Nasty Block?
If you're a ninja.
Does just Hyperspace Fury, Dark Pulse? He might live that. His it's not his but now you gotta be worried. You gotta be worried about like Water Shuriken if he's carrying it. The Psychic Terrain did just go down.
I mean, honestly, I might have gotten out. I mean, him being a dark type is definitely kind of a problem a little bit.
Yeah, now he's
I'd say.
I mean, he resisted the Hyperspace Fury before, which makes me think that maybe this guy is banded. It's gonna take a lot. Chronic is still in this game. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna take some great 400 IQ plays. But he's, like we said, he still has the tools to pull this out. It's going to depend on this Greninja set, but getting that 49% on Greninja, not bad, not bad. Yeah, Shaman's a mythical. I should have known that. Jirachi speed tier. Duh, Grayson, you idiot. Mew speed tier. Victini speed tier. Stupid. And there's the Entei. On the Scully switch. Now that is a good switch for your
That's
boy
a
Chronic.
really good switch, yeah.
Because I think naturally, Entei might not outspeed. It's going to depend on Adamant nature versus Jolly nature. And there we go. The Scully has fallen. This is pretty good. Pretty good spot. He's clawing his way back. Still don't know what Shaman does. But
we may never know.
we might not ever know what Shaman does. The reads. Yeah, that switch going for the Scully, maybe on.
Some would say that was bonkers.
Yeah, that was a little bonkers. Entei, the proud former Montgomery Murkrow, you know, we just couldn't reach a contract agreement. He wanted a bit too much. We didn't have the franchise tag available, so we weren't able to retain Cerberus the Entei on the Montgomery Murkrows, but he has found a new home as a firefighter for the Chicago Cinderaces, and he's doing the opposite of fighting fires, ladies and gentlemen. He is starting fires today. He's starting sacred fires, you would even say, and he is here to take lives. Sorry, I had to pop off for my man Entei. That man
No, you're
goes
good.
too
No,
hard.
I mean, Entei's a powerful Pokemon.
Entei, my favorite of the legendary dogs. One of my favorite
I
legendaries.
mean, one of the cool things about this draft is all 3 dogs were drafted this season, I believe, and I don't think they were. I don't think we had 3 last year. I think we had Suicune and Entei.
Yeah.
Or did some?
No
yeah, I
one-
don't think anybody took
Oh,
Raikou.
Rob had Raikou, but
Rob had Raikou.
but Rob
okay,
was not
but
able to
that
finish
was-
the
yeah.
season. So you don't like Hydro Pump here.
Right. So you banking on a miss, or do you switch here? I mean,
Yeah, it's kind of a hard. It's a damned if you do, damned if you don't. You don't know how fast Greninja is, but it gets very fast, very easily. Entei, he's got some bulk, but he not a lot of bulk. You could go for a Hydro Pump miss at this point. You know, you are playing from behind. You kind of have to play to your outs. We say that in Hearthstone all the time. I was a former Hearthstoner. But
Yeah, I mean, you got to play to your outs because there's a point in time where you're, no matter how good you play, you need a little luck along the way.
Yeah, especially coming from behind like this. He is making a good, and there is the Hydro Cannon, so he's gonna have to recharge. Frog has to recharge. Oh, a brilliant switch from your boy Chronic. He can't switch out. This man cannot switch out, and he's a water type. He no longer has a psychic immunity. Oh, wow. This is a pickle. Depending on the set, Brulder could take out Greninja here, and that would make things a lot easier for your Entei and a lot easier for your just your general mental health. Protean Greninja's scary, dude.
And so Bump's ready. You want me to add him right now, or
after this game? He does recover. He recovers on the recharge turn. Bold strategy, maybe a weakness policy. Maybe a weakness policy, ladies and gentlemen. This could be a weakness policy. If you're Frog, you don't necessarily want to activate that weakness policy.
Here's the big boy himself.
And we see the Calm Mind on the Mewtwo. Great play. Great play. Now, this thing's getting scary. This thing can get scary quick. All that is left on Frog's team appears to be special attackers, too. Chronic could be playing to these outs, going for these risky plays. That's super effective. That is a Life Orb. That is a Life Orb Mewtwo and a Lefty's Brulder. The golden...
Okay, so he needs to hit a move here. Don't go for it.
Oh, he's confused. He hits himself with a confusion. However, this is a roll. This is a roll to kill. The last one did 32.1%. Now, if you know Frog and you know Frog in the PML, rolls usually do not go his favorite. Yes, Side Strike is... Oh, he has Ice Beam.
He went for the Ice Beam.
Never mind, he's got Ice Beam. Well... There's Ali Hoopa. This thing did just reveal Signal Beam though, and I believe Signal Beam is a bug type move. So
yeah, so
Hoopa kind of scared. Oh, he's gonna give him the Greninja. Oh, the roll.
Oh, did not kill.
The roll did not go in his favor, and we know that Greninja. Oh. That is a slow Greninja or a very fast Hoopa.
Okay,
what is this thing? What is
this
hedgehog gonna do?
What are you talking about? He's staring down Morty right now, just saying that I am your...
What is this gonna do?
So the signal flare, man.
I guess. I mean, surely you're thinking, man, I have a whole ass Entei.
Seed flare.
Seed flare?
I mean, I said signal flare, but seed flare.
No, Glauco, thank you so much for the follow. My bro, my brother, my coach of the Mauville Magnemites. It's great to have you here. There's the Earth Power on the Switch. Good prediction by Frog. Entei, it might be a speed tie, depending on timid nature versus jolly nature.
Now, I mean, Entei, if you're losing speed to this little hedgehog, I mean...
Come on, Entei. You got this. Win the speed tie, or just blow this thing away with Sacred Fire. That is a banded Entei, ladies and gentlemen. The Hokage himself. Unfortunately, it's looking tough. If you think that you might get psychicked, but that could be scarfed. That it might not be banded. That could be a scarfed.
Oh, is that
if that's a scarfed? No, I meant scarfed Hoopa, because it outsped the Frog, and I was not expecting. This is a very close race. This is a very, very close race. A great game by Chronic, nonetheless, coming from behind like a warrior. 3 versus 6. That was a risky play, going for that, because if Entei had lived that, this might be a different game. Time to find out if this thing is scarfed. We know Mewtwo's Life Orb, 394 is the max. I don't know if Scarf's going to be enough to outspeed.
I mean, Mewtwo is pretty, fast.
This is going to be something. I don't know if it's a timid Mewtwo though. I think it's going to come down to that. And
I guess it depends if Mewtwo has any speed investment, and if he's like, if he's like,
Oh,
oh my!
What a way to start off PML. What a way to start off PML season 2, week 2. Oh no! Oh no! Seed flare! Oh,
Oh no!
What a game!
What a finish!
What a game! Wow!
Oh my goodness!
Wow!
Hooper said, "Hooper not only strong, Hooper fast." Like,
Does Seed Flare have a chance to miss? Seed Flare's 85% accuracy.
Oh,
That is
man.
scary.
boy,
Wow. What
I'm doing
a
calcs
game.
right now. And I'm trying to see, because Mewtwo was at 61.
What a game.
Yeah, no,
guys.
because I was choice scarfed, so
Yeah,
I
I
could be faster
figured
than
that out.
everything.
Yeah.
we were wondering
That's why I
that.
kept shaming in the back.
Well,
Yeah.
so I was choice scarfed, and it was either like, so there are two trains of thought. Your Mewtwo was at 61%. I had Gunk Shot, Ice Beam, and Drain Punch. The only thing that killed your Mewtwo from 61 was Hyperspace, but it only did about 40 to 50% on Shaman. And I was really hoping your Shaman was a lot lower than it was. I really did.
Damn.
Shaman was my weak condition. That's why I kept it in the back.
Yeah,
The reason you got so much on the back foot and you let me play towards the end game that you did was you sacked off your Bulu very early, and then you let me take the Landers and the Azu almost immediately with Tapu Lele.
Hey, but you
Yes.
gotta admit, Chronic played a hell of a game for being down 3 to 6.
clawed his way back into this game.
To be fair, I could have 100% played that a little bit better.
Hey, it's okay.
Like I said, prep wise wasn't great. However, I was kind of your Tapu. I wasn't expecting that lead, to be fair, and I didn't. I needed to sack something to
'Cause that
get
thing
the
did so
Hoopa
much
in.
damage. Dude, that thing did so much damage.
Oh, Hoopa does so much. I know. But I needed the scarf. Like, I was debating not using a choice item, but then I'm just not faster than half your mons, and I needed the choice item.
Dude, the scarf was great. That was a great bring.
This brought you back into the game.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that this might be the greatest PML match of all time.
I mean, that was like really good.
I hope it made for a good commentating match.
We kind of freaked out a little bit because we were sitting here, we're like, is this Hoopa scarfed? And then
Yeah.
and then we're like, oh, it is scarfed. You're like, oh, I just went first.
I said, oh, that's a slow Greninja. And I said, oh, wait, that's a scarfed Hoopa.
Literally, I got the 10 into 25 on the Latias kill, which
You know what? That Latias, if I had not been confused, I think I would have won.
I think you definitely have a.
If my Latias did not hit itself in confusion, I would have killed. I
mean that was like
I
what
would have
the
taken your
game-
Mewtwo.
The game had some back like the game at first was like, oh man, things are kind of building up on Frog's side, and then the game went back and forth like really fast all of a sudden, and we're like, okay.
I would have had your. I would have taken your Mewtwo's life with Latias if it didn't hit itself in confusion, and that would have changed.
The other reason that I misplayed into that was because I went for the 3-shot on Signal Beam, which was less guaranteed than the 3-shot with Ice Beam.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. When you hit me with that Ice Beam, I was very confused as to why I wasn't hit with that on the front side.
The reason why was because if you read the Ice Beam switch, Hoopa guaranteed lives that and then revenge kills with Scarf Hyperspace Fury, which is why I kept the Signal Beam and forced you to be scared of sending Hoopa in. Otherwise, I would have been fucked. I had to scare you out of forcing Hoopa in.
Fair, and that's exactly what it did. That's exactly what it did. I think, looking back, if I would have led Hoopa and taken your Tapu right away, I think that would have been a different story. But
the other thing that I'm surprised about was, well, obviously it leans more towards your playstyle, which I understand, but I wasn't expecting you to let me take get a Swords Dance up like that.
Yeah.
Were you just not expecting me to get a Swords Dance up?
I thought so. Hold on, let me go back to that turn.
I just want you to understand what you didn't realize. The reason Earthquake did half the damage it did to my Scolipede was because Grassy Terrain was still up.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't register that. Let me see. You sent out Scolio, Pete. Let's see. What did I had? Oh, you know what? I don't know. I think I was. Oh, because I was. I don't think Gunk Shot it wouldn't have killed.
Gunk
And
Shot
then,
definitely didn't kill. Neither did
granted, I could have gone for the three hit KO, but I was with 85% chance on Gunk Shot. I wasn't taking that.
Yeah, the thing is as well. Also
Because I needed Hoopa to not only take your Mewtwo,
Was your
but
Latias-
also your Lele.
Was your Latias bulky?
Yeah, I think it
yes.
was. It was
Yes,
Calm Line.
Definitely bulky?
Uh,
Or was
actually,
it,
hold
was
on,
it
let me see. I'll pull it up. My Latias, it was offensive or it was offensive. I was into HP and special attack.
Okay, it was offensive. I
Yep.
figured as much. I was like, comp into plus signal beam shouldn't be doing that much if you're bulky.
Yeah.
I was surprised by that set. But the reason I was playing for the long-term out of bringing it down to just Hoopa. Because I knew I had answers to the Hoopa in the back. Because once I figured out you were Scarf, it was kind of easy that like, okay, I can sack everything and keep my Shaman health.
Yeah, it was.
Your
Seed Flare, going for Seed Flare at the end must have been very scary.
Two-shot, yeah.
It must have been really scary, probably, because that move misses for
it
me all the
wasn't scary.
time.
The thing is, it's not scary, only because I knew I lived one.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Yeah.
thing is what made this game a lot easier for me at the end there was when I made the hard read into the Entei. I hard read that Entei switching in on the Shaman. And going for the Earth Power.
Yeah, that was a good play, for sure. But yeah, guys, that was like one of the best matches we've ever had on PML. Thank you so much. Are you guys still in the battle, or is it just me in? Yeah, it's just me and Frog. Awesome. Yep, you guys are good. But yeah, thank you so much for that awesome battle. It's gonna be hard to follow up, and now I'm tasked with that, which is.
I would have liked to see, but like, I honestly don't know if anybody was expecting me to bring Choice Specs Hydro Cannon on the Greninja.
I mean, we definitely thought it was gonna be Hydro Pump.
Hydro Cannon.
On that. As I said, there was a lot of good stuff in that game.
Yeah, I liked the Latias switch. I was like, I don't know if you would have seen the fact that like, if you hadn't gone for the Latias switch, I would have guaranteed one-shot everything you had.
Oh, for sure. I was expecting you not to Dark Pulse there. That was kind of my expectation, was for you not to Dark Pulse there.
50-50 was, do I Dark Pulse and then let this let this Entei run rampant? Because or do I risk just getting crit or something? Because like Dark Pulse was risky because it was I believe a 70% chance to two-shot. It wasn't even a guaranteed two-shot.
So can you explain to me, and this is just my ignorance being new to competitive Pokemon, why does E-Speed not hit your Lele?
Psychic terrain.
A psychic terrain. Oh, so that was actually something we brought up in the commentary was if any of the newer players were going to know what the terrains did.
Right, so I actually looked up the terrain and it was like, can I Toxic in this?
Yeah,
I've gotten fucked by that with
and so
Misty.
it's just like grassy terrain. When you hit Earthquake, did 50% less damage because Earthquake doesn't do as much in that in grassy terrain.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Makes
so all the
sense.
terrains do something. One stops priority, one stops.
Your roster that okay. Hold on. Let me just take a look at your roster though. I want to tell you what the mon I was honestly the most scared about you bringing was actually none of the mons that you ended up actually bringing.
Interesting.
Because I was pretty like I saw the matchup right away. I was like, I'm confident in how I can play this. Because if I play
So who were you scared of then? Who I didn't bring? Was it Aleki?
Let me see.
Eternatus?
My roster,
Oh yeah.
because Aleki does unlimited amounts of damage. Bronzong I'd also factored in.
Okay.
Because Bronzong, the other super scary mon there, was if you brought Milotic and if you were either competitive or Marvel scale. Those were the mons I built around you bringing.
See, I thought so when I did a little bit of prep, I thought you were bringing Dragonite and Venusaur.
That's why you got the offense that you did.
Yo,
which was
Far Banana, thank you for that follow.
Yeah, because I was for sure expecting Dragonite, and I actually cut Aleki last second for Hoopa,
Hoopa was a smart. Hoopa was a smart break.
Yeah, because I needed something for your Mewtwo.
Also, the other thing was the thing is I wasn't expecting you to lean so much into your offense that you did, because as you can see, I brought 0 bulk this game.
Yep.
0 bulk. I almost got double. By the way, I almost had double choice. I had almost double choice marks and double choice spec. That was Specs. The original build was Specs Lele, Super Ninja, Scarf Mewtwo, Scarf Victini, and Assault Dash Shaman.
Jeez. Yeah.
That was the build I was gonna bring, and then I was like, you know what, I might a little bit. But I'm glad to see that you played well. I'm just
Yeah. You both played well. You know.
I'm just, in my opinion, with this matchup, you probably should have leaned into your defense more, considering I mostly have offense.
Fair. And then that comes from
That just comes
30
from a lack
minutes of prep
and,
lack of competitive knowledge.
Yeah, but like because like if you just look at my roster, it's got like absolutely 0 bulk on there besides what? Snorlax and Dragonite?
Yep.
And expecting me to go, alright, if you can limit my damage output by going bulky and extending your game, like Toxic Saw with Quas last week, like, you almost guaranteed had this game, because I brought nothing for, I brought nothing for a bulky set, like, that Latias threw me off with Calm Mind.
Well, yeah, so like I said, I thought you were bringing Venusaur and Dragonite, so I prepped for a different team.
Why were you scared of the Venusaur?
So I thought you were actually gonna go pretty hazard heavy. TBH, just looking at your team. So I like Lando's main reason to be brought was for defog.
I see.
So I thought you were gonna go a completely different route.
Oh, I see. Well, good news for everybody. I can run more than just hazards and be scared of it. All right, I'm gonna let you go. I gotta bounce.
Yeah,
Yep,
guys, you're leaving me on the hot seat. I got a battle.